Are you wondering how much times it takes to buy or build in Aruba? In this video, I'm going to give you three different options and timelines of buying a property of Aruba. I am Jerson Peconi, the one-stop shop realtor and eco-architect. I help clients reach sustainable goals for with my eco solutions. If you want to buy a property, it will take at least 2 till 4 months to go to the notary and get all your papers done and get the property on your name. After that, we have three other options and stages. I will go into the stages right now. So when we look to this time frame for buying a house, it will take 2 till 3 till 4 months at least to get your property on your name. After that, you have to order things, and don't forget, when you are ordering in Aruba, it will take a little bit more time to get the things to Aruba because we are a small island. Everything is getting by ship to Aruba. So when you go to a store, maybe your things that you want are sold out. Then you can go to a designer or interior designer to help you, or an interior decorator. For all those minor things, you don't need a building permit. So when you do your kitchen, tiles, bathroom, because I know in the States, for example, you need a permit when you do, for example, your kitchen. In Aruba, it's not necessary. So those are the things for small remodeling. So designing will take 1 till 2 months. Then you have your small remodeling from the construction will take 3 till 5 months, dependent on what you do, and dependent also on the size of the house. So for all these small remodelings, you only need to 6 till 10 months. It can be shorter, but it depends on what you do. But based on my experience as an architect and as a contractor, I know it will take 6 till 10 months at least on Aruba because you have to order things and you don't have everything that you need in Aruba. So here we have the timeline for design for real remodeling, for real renovations. So I have done a lot of renovations and I don't like it. Why? Because it takes a lot of time, a lot of surprises, and you don't know what you get, and you have to wait for the permit. So, for example, the same process that you have here, it will take 2 to 3 to maybe 4 months to get the property on your name. Then it comes the designing. The designing part I love because that takes time. You can make your things really sustainable with all the things that I put into the design. Then you have to wait for the permit. The permit take 2 till 4 months at least, and sometimes it will take long. Depends on where it comes and where it hangs. Because in Aruba we take our time for life and enjoy life to the fullest. So after that, when the permit is done, you can start the remodeling phase. And remodeling phase takes at least 5 to 8 months, dependent on the size of the house. And so if you look to the whole time frame, it can take 10 till 70 months before you have your project done. Then you have to look a little bit to the prices. And if you look to the prices, you see it will take at least $200,000 to invest in a normal renovation. All the renovations we did take at least $200,000 and up. So take that in mind. There are a lot of things that you don't see when you do that. Even the one that doing is doing a control on your house, like an inspection, won't see everything because, for example, we had a house, we did everything that we can, we inspect everything, and then we found out that the floor was too thin and we wanted to put tiles on the floor and we had to do extra things and extra time to do the floor. Another time there was a house and there were termites. We couldn't see the termites. We did everything we could to see the termites, and the inspector couldn't see the termites. So that's why remodeling is always with a lot of surprises, and you don't want surprises when you're buying a property. So make sure that it's inspect really good. I learned from one of my favorite clients. He inspect 2 times with two different because better have four eyes watching to your property what you're buying. So now we're talking about the last phase or the last option. The last option is for the people that have a lot of patience. Why? Here in Aruba, everything goes poco poco. We say it goes a little bit slower than in other countries. So the last phase is if you buy a property and you're going to build on it. So buying the property, you already know it takes 2 till 4 months. Then the architect can design. So that's my favorite part. I can design your house how you want it. Doesn't matter which style. I do it fully with my eco solutions, and I make it top of the line. You can check on my Instagram. You can check everywhere. I can say I'm very good, but yeah, that's what it is. So that will take 1 till 2 months. It can always go faster, but I always say with design, take your time because you're making something that's really sustainable for the rest of your life if you're going to live there, or it's a big investment. After the design is done, it needs to go to the permit, so to the public works, and that takes time. It takes a little bit more time than I write here. 3 till 6 months is hopefully. We always try to push it, but for example, now it's vacation, so a lot of people from the government are on vacation, so things are going slower. We have carnival sometimes, and then it goes much slower, but it takes 3 till 6 months, up till 9 months, but you have to push it. What we do, we go every 2 weeks or sometimes weekly. We go to the government to check how they are, if they have comments on the public works drawings. And then when that's done, you can start construction. And construction in Aruba is no, no, it's not a pain in the ass, but it's you need a lot of patience. Why? You're working with people. Sometimes you don't understand them. Sometimes they don't pay your the same language. We are on a Latin island, Dutch island. Everybody can speak. Almost everybody can speak English, but most people in construction are Spanish. So it will take 6 till 12 months at least to build your house. And what I think is really important to build a house is get a supervisor, a construction supervisor who checks all the phases. I did it, but I'm more into designing, and designing is my part where I really protect the design. So I can be your design, but not your construction supervisor. So that's really important. He will check the guys, he will talk with the guys, he will be your spokesman. You really need them in your life. They make your life easier. They protect also the design, but they are more on the technical side to look for your construction. So if you look to that, it will take at least 12 till 24 months, so 1 till 2 years before you're done if you buy a property that you want to start from start to finish. So, for a summary, so if you buy a house that's almost done, almost perfect, like you want it, that you have to do minor changes. Don't start renovation because it takes a lot of time, especially when you want to use it as Airbnb and want to make money. Then when you want to do your pension on Aruba, you have time. You have time to have patience for the whole process. You want to build something like you want it with an architect that makes it how you want it. Then it takes at least 2 years, 1 till 2 years. So take that in mind because that's really important when you make your decision if you're buying a property in Aruba. So I hope I helped you really well. So if you want to follow me, like and subscribe. If you want to check more information, I have two videos here somewhere up where you can follow and get more into depth. If you have questions, contact me so I can give you more insight. I'm Jerson Pokorny, the one-stop shop and your eco evangelist. Bye bye.